Hey, welcome to Lessons from the Boot. I'm your host, Ms. Brittany, and every week I dive deep into the personal growth and development that living here in South Italy teaches me, in the hope that you can gain some inspiration from it wherever you may be in the world. As humans, there is a moment in our life where we feel that we have arrived. We feel that we know enough about a situation to feel comfortable, and we feel that we can progress forward knowing everything that we feel that we have to know. This essentially is where our ego kicks in. And in this incredible book that I'm currently reading called Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday, he talks about this very concept. And in one of his chapters, he mentions this amazing quote, which is to always stay a student, learn from everyone and everything. And I feel like this is something I really want to touch on today, because I think in life, it can be really easy to feel that you've arrived, especially like consider moving to Italy, for example. Once you've done everything that you need to do, bureaucracy-wise, setting your life up, getting yourself into a routine, settling down, it can very easily feel that you have done all that you can do and that you've achieved all that you have to achieve, when actually the journey has only really just begun. And I say this a lot because I've been living here in Italy this year for 6 years, and I realise that I still don't know everything. I still have so much more learning to do. And even through the content that I produce on my YouTube channel, there's still so much more that I feel I can talk about and share and develop upon. So I'm very aware that I don't have all the information or the answers, and that I don't think I'll ever arrive at the point where I will. And I think that's because I've definitely committed in my life to becoming a lifelong learner, to always wanting to learn new principles, to be 1% better, as James Clear talks about in his book Atomic Habits, and to always continually be improving. Because I do see where ego stalls people, and I do see how people's lives tend to become frozen in time because they stop learning. And when you stop learning, you eventually self-destruct. You eventually ruin the success that you might once have had, or a good life that you once enjoyed, because essentially you stop improving and you stop getting better. And you become very stuck in your comfort zone, and your life just becomes a little bit bland. And I feel like this whole principle of learning from everyone and everything is so true. Like, I've always said that everyone is your teacher. The people that hate you, the people that love you, the people that you enjoy spending time with, the people that irritate you, everyone is your teacher. Because even in those moments where you're not happy, or those moments where people annoy you or upset you, there is always a lesson that can be learned. There's always something that you can take from that situation. And I think, especially when you're planning to make a big change in your life, once you achieve that change, it can be very easy for the ego to give you a big pat on the back and then continue to tell you how amazing you are and make you feel that there's nothing more that you need to do. You've arrived. But do we ever really, truly arrive? Or is it that you reach one level and then have to start thinking about the next level? Because I do think our life is a bit like a computer game sometimes, with multiple levels and lots of different obstacles and challenges, as well as blessings and opportunities along the way as you progress through the many different levels of life. We don't go through life the same age for eternity for a reason. We go through life, we become older, we experience different things at different stages of our life for a very good reason, because intrinsically we are all meant to continue learning. We're not meant to stay the same forever. We are not meant to be stuck in time. We are meant to continue evolving and growing. And I find that the people that I gravitate towards and the people that I enjoy listening to and spending time with are people who are like this. They are people who want to continue to learn and to improve and to get better. They're not people who have their life as it is and are happy if it stays that way for the rest of time. I think life can be exactly as you make it. There are so many variables that we have no control over. But yet there are so many things that we do have control over. It's just that sometimes we choose not to do anything about it because it involves having to learn something, or it involves having to do something differently to what you've been used to. But the reality is change and even success, whatever it may be, it doesn't come easily. It doesn't come with inaction. It comes with doing something. It comes with growing. It comes with developing your knowledge of a certain situation or topic. That's how change is sparked. I find feeling comfortable actually becomes uncomfortable after a little while, because part of feeling a bit uncomfortable in life means that you're doing things that you're not used to. It means you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. It means ultimately that you're growing and developing as a person. And you don't have that experience when your life constantly feels comfortable. When your life is comfortable, it's same old, same old. And it isn't anything that challenges you or helps you to see things from a different perspective. And I think that's where closed-mindedness kicks in. And that's where people can become very narrow-minded in their opinions and beliefs. And so I think if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this episode today, it is to focus on the power of learning, of being a lifelong learner, of learning from everyone and everything. And of when you have those moments of feeling that you've arrived somewhere and that life cannot get any better, really sitting with yourself and understanding how much of that thought process is powered by your ego and how much of it is actually true, because we never really truly arrive. I feel like we continue to go through the levels of life until our time on this earth is done. And maybe that's when we truly arrive, because everything up until then is a journey. We don't ever have an end destination. We can have goals, we can have dreams, we can have things that we're working towards, absolutely. But when you achieve those, it doesn't mean you've arrived. There's always more that you can learn. There's always more that you can do. Yes, it's about feeling grateful about the things that you do accomplish, but it's also about having the hunger to want to learn more and to grow and to develop, because essentially that is what we are meant to do as humans. And I feel like it's a really important thing to remember as you progress through life. I will see you in the next episode.